I was about 12 years old. I was doing a television series called The Travels of Janie McPheeters. And Charles Bronson had joined the show. And at that time, Charlie kind of had a notorious reputation as...
Oh,
and,
wow.
so I was 12, and I heard it was his birthday.
Uh-huh.
So I went out, and I was thinking, what could I get him? So I think I got him a remote-controlled airplane. And I came to the set with it, and I gave it to him. And he just kind of looked at me and looked at the ground, and then he walked away. And then just a few minutes later, assistant director said, Charlie wants to see you in his room. So I knocked on the door, and he opened the door, and he looked at me. And he just said, he looked at me, he couldn't even really look at me. He said, nobody ever really got me a present before for my birthday.
Oh, what?
Realized this was, and he said, thanks. He closed the door, and then later on, when it was my birthday, I liked skateboarding, and he got these fantastic skateboards for himself and myself for my birthday. So, and then we were told one day, I was told that I couldn't skateboard around the lot on MGM anymore.
Oh, wow.
And so I stopped, and then Charlie said, hey, how come you don't skateboard anymore? Where's your skateboard? I said, oh, they told me I couldn't skateboard anymore. And he said, who told you that? I said, you know, that guy over there. This is And so a couple minutes later, he had his skateboard, and he had my skateboard. And he said, come on with me. And we went up to I think it was the head of the studio. And we just walked by the secretary, and he just walked in, and he said, hi, we're going to be skateboarding around the lot.
Walked out. Life with Charlie. Wow.